Want to know what is the best starting build class that you can choose depending on what type of Souls player you are? There's going to be 9 different classes that you're going to be able to choose from, and each of them have their particular class. I'm going to be breaking this down into 3 different type of classes that you're going to be able to use, and that will depend on what you want to choose. There's going to be a beginner's class, intermediate class, and also an advanced class. I will also be providing you for each of those type of sections which class I would choose to go with on my first playthrough. So if you like how that sounds, let's dive into this video. The first beginner's class is going to be the Partisan. This is a quality class because as you are able to see, the starting stats are going to be 13, 12, 12, 12, 8, and 8 on strength, agility, endurance, vitality, radiance, inferno, giving us a well-rounded quality. Now, this class does start with a flail, night shield, crossbow, heavy armor, unripe berries to help you improve on that stamina regeneration. So overall, focusing on strength and also at the same time with vitality and agility is going to help you at the start when you are trying to use the flail. And with the use of the crossbow, this is going to be a very good beginner's class if you want to choose this one. Next is the Hollow Knight. This is a well-rounded strength type of class. Now, I'm going to go with strength because of the following. This class gives me endurance, gives me vitality, which is going to allow me to stick around the bosses and also enemies. And with a 12 on strength that you are able to see there on stats, with agility of 10, endurance 14, vitality 15, radiance 9, and also inferno 8. This class, it's really good because we're giving a 1 extra point on radiance. So that means we're going to be able to use the radiance to buff our own character, which is going to make that very OP right from the beginning. Now, this class comes with a short sword, night shield, heavy armor, grenades, and also healing over time consumable. And this is probably the why I think this is my main class that I'm going to go with, because not only am I going to be really fast against bosses, I'm also going to be healing, and then on top of that, right from the beginning, I'm going to have that extra point on radiance that is going to allow me to buff my own self, which is going to make me very OP right from the beginning. And then we have the Morstead Infantry. This is a quality class. Just take a look at the different type of stats. We got 12 on strength, agility 14, endurance 12, vitality 11, radiance and inferno are going to be at 8. What we are going to be getting out of this class is going to be an agility. This is a very fast class. We're going to be able to move in, poke with our spear that we have, and with the light shield and heavy armor that we're going to have, is going to give us that resistance against different type of bosses right from the beginning. We also going to have a throwing javelins and also a healing over time consumable. The best thing here to do is using the spear to your advantage. With the agility, you can go in, poke at different type of enemies, bosses, and just get out and then roll over. This is going to be your best bet quality type of build if you want to go this one. My beginner's class, I will go with the Hollow Knight because it's going to be my best starting class right from the beginning. Of course, within 2 or 3 hours, you're going to be able to make your different type of class that you want to go with. But these are going to be the best beginner's class that you're going to be able to start off the game with. Now we're going to be moving into the intermediate classes. And the first one is going to be the Uri Ranger Werewolf. This one is going to be your true strength class. You're going to be able to focus. If you're able to see the stats here, strength is going to be our number 1 with endurance. That means that we're going to be able to pick up those heavy weapons right from the beginning. If we are able to focus on strength, then we're going to be dealing a lot more physical damage on our opponents. We're going to be staggering them. And then this class starts with a long sword, throwing axes, medium armor, and also fire salt. One of the advantages that this class does have is those throwing axes, even though they do not do a lot of damage, but it's something to have in this class as you're going to be very up close to the different type of bosses that you're going to be able to face. Now, my tip here is if you're going to go true strength, because you're not going to have that shield with this class, definitely you're wanting also level up on strength and endurance with also a little bit more of agility, just to give you that little bit of edge from any bad hit that's going to get you and knock you dead. And the next class, which is the one I would probably choose as an intermediate class, is going to be the Black Feather Ranger. This one is a dexterity class, is going to focus on the following. If you're taking a look at the stats, strength 11, agility 13, endurance 11, vitality 10. As you're able to see there, it focuses on agility for the following reasons. This dexterity build comes with an axe, a bow, an oak arrows, and also poison arrows, light shield, and medium armor. Best attack from this class is from far away. One of the good things that this class does have, you're able to hit crit shots a lot easier than any other classes, especially in this game, as it focuses a lot on where the weaknesses are of the different type of bosses. By hitting them on the head, you're going to be able to do a lot more damage, and that is why you're going to have the two different type of arrows, the oak and the poison arrows. Poison arrows do a lot of damages because it does have an elemental damage, which is poison. If a boss or an enemy is weakened by poison, you definitely want to take advantage of this elemental damage by just hitting that and then finishing them off with an axe. Putting that combination together and really mastering this class is going to get you through your first playthrough really easy. Focusing on agility and adding a little bit more to strength and also vitality is going to definitely make you a really good player right from the beginning. Now that we took a look at the different two sections of the classes, now we're moving into the advanced classes. And the first one is going to be the Exile Stalker. This one is going to be an advanced class for a couple of reasons. One of them, it comes with 2 daggers, medium stalker armor, throwing daggers, and poison salt. The issue here is if we take a look at the stats, strength is going to be 9, agility 16, endurance 11, and vitality 11. This one is going to be focusing right from the beginning at 16 with agility. That means that our strength damage is really not going to be helping us a lot right from the beginning. So if you want a challenge in this game, this is going to be your class to use. If you are able to get really up close to bosses and use a lot of parrying and then take advantage of those critical hits when you stagger the enemy, then probably this one will be your class. I do warn you, if you haven't played a Souls game ever before, this is not going to be the class for you. And our next advanced class is going to be the Orient Preacher. This one here is, if you want to go full magic, is going to be the class for you. It does come with the following starting gear: a hammer, light shield, radiant catalyst, and also healing radiant spell, a light armor, and also a small mana stone consumable. As you are able to see here, the different type of stats, this class is going to focus really high on Radiance. Radiance is one of the 3 type of magics that you are going to be able to use. Now, by using Radiance, like in this case, you're going to be using on your starting gear, you have a Radiant Catalyst, which is going to help you with a different type of healing spells and anything such as like buffing yourself. Now, if you are able to combine this with another person in the multiplayer helping you go along on defeating type of bosses, you're going to be a 1-2 punch that definitely no boss wants to mess with you. Now, the hammer and the light shield are just 2 type of gears that are just going to give you an aid if you happen to get really physical. Now, your focus is here to be able to increase your radiance, because with this, not only it's going to help you with your mana, but also on top of this, you're going to be able to buff yourself with the different type of spells that you're going to be finding along the way. way. Now, this is probably why out of all the advanced classes, I'm going with the Orient Preacher because of the high radiance that is going to help you get through different type of playthroughs. Even if you go into NG+, this is probably a class that you may want to go with. And the next class is the Pirate Cultist. This is your Pyromancer type of class. This one comes with the following gear: Cultist Staff, Pole Arm, a Roger Catalyst, Infernal Orb Spell, Medium Armor, and a small Mana Stone consumable. If we're able to take a look at here at the stats, you're able to see that strength and agility are going to be low. So that means you really are not good if you want to go up against type of bosses or enemies right from the close. Now, what this class is good for is going to be the Inferno type of magic. Inferno type of magic is, I will call it the bad magic. You're also going to have Radiance at 8, Vitality at 9, and as you are able to see there, Endurance is at 11. Going to need to spend a little bit more on the Endurance to have that flexibility. So whenever you want to use the Inferno magic that's going to help you do like either fire projectiles or different type of magics that you're going to be picking up and learning that are all related to Inferno are going to help you. Now, right from the beginning, you're going to be fighting a lot of Rogar enemies which are going to be immune to Inferno. So you definitely are going to be able to use your Cultist Staff, Pole Arm, as you are able to do more of an aerial type of damage. You're going to be able to take down a lot of different type of enemies with the Cultist Staff, Pole Arm, so that's going to be able to help you. My tip here to you is make sure you're always raising up your Endurance and of course Inferno, but I would probably go with a little bit more strength to help you when it gets really nasty, so you're able to take down different type of foes. In the last class is going to be the Condemn. This is going to be more of a quality type of build, but it's going to be at your own risk. As you're able to see, all 9s across in the different type of stats. You're not going to have any good armor. You're not going to have any good weapons. All you're going to come with as your starting gear is a broken bucket, fist weapon, throwing rocks, and a light armor. If you want a really good challenge in this game, then probably this is going to be a class, and you're going to be condemned because you're probably going to die a lot and not going to be defeating any bosses or a lot of the high-end type of enemies. If you don't want that challenge, then this is probably not going to be your class. So there you go. Those are all the 9 different type of build classes. They're going to be available right from the beginning. My type of 3 classes that I probably would choose are going to be the Hollow Knight for strength class, the Black Feather Ranger for dexterity, and also the Orient Preacher for magic. Let me know in the comment section below from all those 9 different type of classes, which is going to be the one that you're going to be able to choose for your first playthrough. Once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications to all, and I will see you on the next Lords of the Fallen video.